Bonafide Hustler here, and today I'm going to discuss with you 3 moments where I pretty much got ticked off. These were really bad reseller moments. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, coming to you live from the inside of my office, and today discussing with you 3 stories that I want you to echo in on what you think, and I also want you to put your unfortunate reseller stories down below as well. So let me get to the first story, and some of these are just like super annoying. The first one actually worked out in my favor, but then something weird happened afterwards. I was at a garage sale not too far from my neighborhood. It was Saturday morning, and it's a neighborhood-wide garage sale kind of thing, and this neighborhood is just down the street pretty much. I come up to this garage sale, the garage is open, there's stuff out on the driveway, and one of the things in the garage is a radio-controlled Hummer truck, a big one. And so I'm automatically thinking crawler body in my head, like unscrew the body, put it on eBay, crawler body, 1/6 scale, 1/8 scale, 1/10 scale, really doesn't matter. I was just thinking the body alone was worth some good money. So I think the thing was around 30 bucks. It's the kind that has like sounds like the horn, the engine starting up, all that kind of stuff. It's not hobby grade whatsoever. It's not something that was in a whole bunch of productions. So I'm sitting there looking at it and I'm touching it, and I'm faced towards the garage, right? And my back is faced towards the sale, so I don't really notice until kind of like the last moment that there's a reseller behind me that is scoping out this thing just as much as I am. And I'm sitting there looking at it, I'm playing with the remote control, making sure things kind of work, I'm putting my hands on it, that kind of stuff. And it's a $30 toy, and I wanted to just contemplate about it because I wanted it for like 25 bucks or something like that. But lo and behold, this reseller behind me starts asking the seller questions about the car. He's getting like all up in my back section, and he's like hovering over me, like a helicopter, except not a cool kind that I want to own, but he's hovering around me. And at that point, I just pay the 30 bucks. I don't even want to take a chance of losing this thing. So I pay it when he is like at the closest to me. His head is like right here. Basically feel his reseller breath on me. But I pay for it. I put the $30 forward, and this guy goes, "Man, that's not even cool, dude. That was so not cool." Now, I forget what I said in that moment, or, I was clearly bigger than the guy, so I could have probably launched this dude into like outer space, but I didn't. I got the Hummer, and I got out of there. It didn't stop me from thinking of all the crazy, should I release my inner Steven Seagal, my Van Damme, maybe my inner Aquaman, I was gonna really, I got kind of, you play out all these scenarios like, you're just gonna like, and none of it happened. But did I do the right thing? Let me know down below. I just think it's improper when people, get that close to you and they make you all uncomfortable. And so I just amped it by like level 1, and I bought the item. So it did sell for more money, of course, but that was definitely an uncomfortable reseller moment. Number 2 is pretty weird. I was at a neighborhood-wide garage sale. This is probably like 6 years ago. And I'm inside a garage. I am looking through all sorts of items. There's a bunch of people in this garage, right? So that's one thing. It's a nice upscale neighborhood, and things are pretty neatly assorted or around the garage sale. They're neatly put in places, and some things have bags, right? Like Ziploc bags. And one of the things in the Ziploc bag was a Ferrari bib cycling kit kind of thing, or Scuderia Ferrari, the top, the bib, the whole kit for a cyclist. That I guess was sponsored by Ferrari or whatever. It was really neat. I knew for sure it was worth more than what was posted, and I think it was like 10 bucks for the whole kit. I was like, I'm in the green here. I'll probably sell this thing for like 80 to 100 bucks. So I have it in my hand. I didn't pay, but I'm scooting around the garage sale, and a lady next to me is like, how much are you gonna buy that for? And I was like, 10 bucks. And she looks at the seller of the item because I hadn't paid, and she goes, "I'll give you $20 for that thing right now." And the seller looks at me and she said, "I can't say no to that." So then I gave her the thing, and I walked out of the garage sale with my head down. But that was a really unfortunate reseller moment right there. And I guess the learning is just pay for your item if it's something super cool like that, like a one-off kind of thing. Pay for it immediately. At that point, it becomes your property, right? What do you guys think about that one? Oh my gosh, like that really got me going. My brother laughed at me. I guess if I could have launched her in outer space, I probably should have, but I didn't. But anyways, okay, so the third one is pretty weird as well. This one happened maybe a year or 2 ago, and Eric, the college picker, was there, but I was at this garage sale. I don't know if it was neighborhood-wide garage sales or anything. I think it was just normal garage sale season. It was right around the time of the meetup. and Eric's in town, my brothers, we all go, like, you know, my brother's here, and we all go garage selling one Saturday morning. And we come up on this garage sale. I see a bike immediately leaning up against a tree, so I like run up to it from the car, and lo and behold, the bike has a U-lock on the back triangle, like a good U-lock, not a crappy U-lock and not a chain type lock or anything like that, but it was a U-lock. And my first thing in my head is like, oh my gosh, like how am I gonna get that thing off? But I have this bike in my hand, I'm inspecting it. I probably take a little bit too long, but I'm inspecting it for a reason, because I'm trying to calculate how many minutes or hours I'm gonna have to put into getting this lock off, you know? That's going through my head. And the bike, I think, was $70, and I wanted to talk it down to around 40 or something, manageable, to where I could just justify the man hours or like bothering my neighbor to get out his saw of some sort to get this lock off. That's going on in my head. I am bending down and I have my hands on the bike. I remember that part, and lo and behold, some sneaky reseller, not quite hovering over me and like breathing reseller breath on me, but he's in the vicinity, and he hears me talking to the person about the lock situation, $70, and I'm just trying to act like, oh, you know, and you do that kind of stuff. That way the seller goes, how about 50, right? Something like that. Well, anyways, I got the bike in my hand, I'm kneeling down, and I'm inspecting it, hoping that the seller is going to cut me a deal, or at least that awkward silence would be enough ammo for me to make a $50 offer or a $40 offer. And the guy hovering around me goes, here's $70, and pays for the bike right there. Eric starts busting out laughing. My brother's like, oh my gosh, like what just happened? And I'm sitting there like, I don't think I could have cut off the lock anyway. But I mean, it's so rude. I don't know what's going on. Like mega ruthless Austin, Texas garage selling. So, I mean, I probably should have launched that dude into outer space too, but I didn't. You know, I retained composure, and I found something else that was like really cool later on that day. What do you guys think of those stories? I thought it'd be a really neat video to share with you guys, the fact that not everything is just peaches and cream and just rainbows and freaking Swedish fish. You know, like some bad things do happen out there and some really awkward things, but to maintain your composure and not kick people into outer space is a sign of character, right? I think it's a sign of character when people undercut you and do really bad things like that. I don't ever resort to any of those kind of things myself. When someone's touching an item, like I stay away from it until that item is out of their hands. And as soon as it's out of their hands, fair game. But what do you guys think down below? Do you have any other reseller stories that are interesting or just shocking? Post them down below. I'd love to see them. Till then, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!